put it flat, try not to let it lift over the basket. Hey, I got a 2. How about them apples?
Aaron, you done messed up, Aaron.
All right, friends, welcome back to the channel. Aaron Rogers here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bringing you a quick video today. Just going to play 9 holes, and I'm going to test out the R2 plastic from MVP. I'm going to be throwing the relay and the Nomad for all of my tee shots and up shots, and anything inside the circle I'm going to be using the Anode. You guys know I use the Anode as it is for my regular putters, so the feel is just the same. It's a lot more bendy, a lot more flexible. There's a little bit more grip to it than my standard plastic. The Nomad I've thrown quite a bit. Never used it for tee shots, but that's what I'm gonna use today if the shot calls for it. And then the relay. Anybody that signed up for the PDGA, the disc that you got, the black and white disc, that was the relay for sure. So a lot of people have got that disc out there. So I don't throw the relay too much, so it'll be nice to get out here and try these today. My relay is 154 grams, the Nomad is 173 grams, and the Anode is 174. So I do have the James Conrad Nomad, really cool. I got that and the Anode from my sponsors at basketbashersdiscgolf.com. If you guys need any discs, MVP especially, I'm partial to them, of course. Get on the website and take a look and see what they've got that you might want to put in your bag. I'm just going to play a quick 9, kind of a custom track. I'm going to play holes 1 through 5 and then 15 through 18. And I am at Rito River Park Disc Golf Course in Tucson, Arizona, my local home course here. So I know the course very well. I know the hole layout very well. So I thought that'd be a good opportunity to try these discs because I know the distances and the shot shapes that are required. So we'll give these a shot and see how they do. Come along with me and see what you guys think of the R2 plastic from MVP. And something else that I'll be showing today is this disc golf grip wax that I got from DG Max Wax. I'll post a link to their website here, dgmaxwax.com. It comes in this puck form, which is actually an approved mini size that you can use in a disc golf round. I don't know if I would use it for that. I don't want to put this in the ground and get dirt and stuff all over it. It comes in like this waxy paper kind of packaging. I guess they are looking at making some cases for it, or they're designing those now. Those should be available. If you have a 3D printer, you might be able to design one. I've got a 3D printer, I might try something like that. But what I really like is it also comes in this chapstick style, and you just pop the cap off, just kind of rub your fingers on it, get a little bit on there. And it doesn't make it sticky, but it makes it grippy, if that makes any sense. You get a really good grip on the disc. You can get a really good grip on the disc, and especially out here in the desert with all the sand and dirt that we have, you get your disc wiped down. Sometimes there's still a little bit of kind of a dusty residue on here. It really helps to get a good grip on that disc so you get a nice clean release every time. I use this at our local ice bowl tournament we had here recently in Tucson. We had gale force winds, it was cold, it was a little rainy, and I used this, put a little bit on there, kind of rub it, move it around the disc a little bit so that I don't have it super saturated. And it was just nice to have a nice reliable grip that you knew you could trust. So I highly recommend it. Again, dgmaxwax.com. Take a look, get the chapstick style, throw it in your pocket, and you're good to go. Okay, hole 1 is 234 feet. If you guys have seen my other videos, my Ace-Off challenge was filmed here. If you haven't taken a look at that video, I'll post a link to that here. This hole is 234 feet, kind of straight ahead. You've got a couple of trees to contend with. I aced this with an Atom, so it's definitely in putter range for me. So let's see what the Nomad can do. I haven't thrown any of these R2 plastic discs yet that I brought out today, so these will be virgin flights for all of them, and we'll see how they do. Okay, it's a little more stable than I thought. I put it on pretty good hyzer. It's a lighter disc, lighter plastic. I thought it might flip up a little bit more, so we'll learn it as we go. Okay, we're about 45 feet out. So I threw that on a hyzer. I usually tend to throw a new disc on a bit of a hyzer line, especially out here. We got a lot of OB to the right and there's some fences, so I didn't want to turn it over being a new disc that I wasn't familiar with. So I threw it on hyzer knowing that if I really flipped it up, it at least would just come up to flat and ride out. So we'll learn it as we go. I know how anodes fly. This is a little bit different feel with the plastic, but for as far as putting goes, I think we'll be okay. So let's see if we can get a nice long birdie putt. And a little wide right. And I have to putt with the anode, so mark it down with the Nomad. Take a 3. Yep. So you guys can see why I would like to use that Max Wax. This is one throw with the Nomad, and this is how dusty it gets. I can wipe it down and get it clean, but it still leaves a little bit of a film behind, so that Max Wax really will come in handy. Okay, hole 2 is 250 feet. It's in the long position, right side of the basket. Should be able to throw a nice straight shot down there with the Nomad. The Nomad has a lot of glide, so you can get it pushed forward. I don't really have any wind out here today, so let's see what we can get with it. Look at that thing float. Oh, a little wind there. Kind of pushed it down. Obviously, I would have liked that shot to have pushed a little further, at least made it to the other side of the hill. So getting used to throwing the Nomad as my putter, you know, you get used to throwing certain discs like the Atom, and it's just a different grip, different feel. But all in all, not a bad shot. Got a long one for a birdie here. Wide right. All right, just missed right, not a big deal. Easy 3. Pick it up and move on. Okay, hole 3, 290 feet. Down here on the edge of the hill there, I'm gonna throw this relay. So it's 154 grams. So I have decent arm speed. This is a pretty light disc. Relays are understable as it is. Being light, this might really flip up on me. So we'll see what kind of hyzer flip we can get out of it. Or it'll just stay hyzer the whole way. Interesting. Well, like I said, I always throw a new disc on hyzer just to see what will happen. That didn't really flip up on me, but we'll see what it does later in the round. Okay, so probably another 45 footer. That seems to be what I'm leaving today, so we'll see what we can do here. Got a little bit of a left to right wind after you get out around from these trees. Oh, I didn't miss right that time. And another 3. I gotta get some birdies eventually. Hole 4 is 235 feet. Basket's tucked in back there. We have a Mando again with this light pole. These wires do come into play for trying a straight shot. I'm not sure if I can get this Nomad there. Obviously, like I said in my intro, like I can get an Atom there, but I'm comfortable with that. So this is a different feel. We'll see if we can stretch it out. Caught that tree. It was pushing pretty straight though. Okay, so I clipped this tree coming in a couple feet to the right, and it would have just gone right at the basket, but it happens. Why are trees, right, Nate Sexton? Anyway, send Nomad down there. Just short. All right, another miss, but 3. We'll take it, I guess. What can you do? Relay back there. This lighter weight plastic, you don't really have the feel like you do with the heavier plastic, that it's like ripping out of your hand. So it feels a little less controllable, but something I think I just have to get used to. So hole 5 is 272 feet, protected by that tree there. A little bit of a headwind. Flip up. Short and left again. All right, ended up under the tree, less than ideal, but I'm closer than 45 feet. Oh, come on. Player 2, not better. And another 3. 61 feet, tucked around the left. We have a Mando here to the right of the sign that's just to the right of this tree. Got to push it out and get it down there. So relay's all I've got. I'm not going to get my putter down there, that's for sure. Yeah, the R2 plastic just doesn't seem to have like the push that the other discs do. They fly pretty true, but they just don't have that forward push that the Neutron and Electron, those types of plastic do, but that's a decent ways down there. Well, outside the circle again. This is a relay, you know, this is a fairway driver, and I usually get up there with my mids. So it just doesn't have that push, but we'll see how we do on the next few holes. That was terrible. I'm gonna make this though. Hey, look. Another 3. An ugly one at that. Okay, so we're kind of doing a weird loop. Again, I did 1 through 5, and now I'll do 15 through 18. Hole 16 here. We're gonna push it down to that basket. A little bit of a decline. We have some guardian trees, one dead one on the left, kind of a bushy dead one on the right. Again, this isn't a typical putter throw for me. I don't want to give up on it, so we'll see if we can float Nomad down there and get it closer in the basket. I have a right to left wind, so let's just put it out flat. There's that wind's pushing it. All right, it went more that time. That felt better. Okay, left this one inside 45 feet. That crosswind off the tee is now a headwind, so just put it flat. Try not to let it lift over the basket. Hey, I got a 2. How about them apples? Okay, so hole 8 for this course, hole 17 for the main course. 358 feet over the hill, beyond that dead tree that's down there to the left. So I've been trying to hyzer flip this thing. I think maybe also because it's new, it's not beat in. I'm just gonna throw it flat and see if it'll ride over. Or throw it way high, nose up. Still, I got that about 325, not terrible. So that throw is more like 300 feet. That basket's 330, so it's pretty close to what or that's the original placement for the basket. So should be about 300 feet. Got to go over here, over the hill, left to right tailwind. Let's see if we can drop it in. Ooh, that was close. And another 3. All right, so hole 9 for our custom course, hole 18 out here at Rito. It's in a long position, 300 feet, kind of down in that, where you see that kind of U shape in the trees, down in there a little bit to the right. A lot of guardian trees. You can't really push it right and come wide. That tree can kind of grab you, so you do need to bring it in. I'm gonna give this relay another try to turn it over and push it. I've got a left to right wind, so it might help me here. Well, I did it that time. Turned it way over. Let's try the Nomad. A little short. I don't really do putter flicks too often, but this one calls for it. Let's flick the Nomad up there. Oh, get out of there. Nice. Nice. So I got some low-hanging branches here, so I have to kind of step out for this one. Oh no, a bogey. Player 2, always better. Easy 3. Not 4. Okay, so overall I ended up even. I had a bogey on the last hole here, but my overall review, I'm still getting used to the plastic. It's a different feel, it's lighter. Newer plastic is always going to be a little more stable out of the box. I was thinking about trying to field test these first and then come out and do the video, but I really wanted to give you an out of the box kind of experience. So I started to kind of pick it up towards the end there. You saw I turn over the relay on the final hole, and I started to kind of get a feel for the whip of it. Lighter plastic, different feel. It's definitely, a more of a challenge. It's real flexible in the hand. I'm not used to that either, so it kind of just changes my release point a little bit. All in all, the plastic feels good. It's fun. It's very durable, so I'll continue to play with them and try to break them in a little bit more. But if you're interested in recycled plastic, R2 plastic from MVP, again, you can definitely find this on basketbashersdiscgolf.com or your local retailer. Thank you so much for watching.
I'd like to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Basket Bashers Disc Golf. Check them out at basketbashersdiscgolf.com. Let's get out there and make 2022 an amazing year. Have fun and stay safe.